Hi, welcome to day 4 of integers. We're going to come back to our notes from the last 3 days, and we're going to add on just a little bit to get into the fun stuff of integers. So our big goal for 6th grade is to be able to add and subtract and eventually multiply and divide using integers. So we're going to get into that today. So on your note page, if you could just draw a line under your inequalities section, and we're going to talk about adding and subtracting. So I'm going to just title this section Adding and Subtracting Integers. Okay, so the big thing you need to know that when you are adding and subtracting is that when you add, you are moving to the right. Okay, so that is right. So let's say I'm just going to draw a simple number line here. I have, just do some real quick ones. Okay, so if this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, so let's say I start at -2 and I add 3. So I'm going to start at -2 and I'm going to add 3. So remember, adding means I have to move to the right. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I added 3, so that got me to +1. Okay, so that's how I'm going to add. Anytime I add, I'm moving this way. That also applies if I'm adding a negative number. So sometimes you might see it written like this. So I might have +1 plus -2. Now, this is going to be tricky because I'm adding -2, but -2 is this way. So I'm really moving backwards on here. So yes, I'm adding, but it's a negative number. So I'm going to be going backwards. So that one is going to be -1 because I went from here. I started on that +1. And while I am adding this way, that negative means opposite of. So I'm going to be going backwards. Okay. It's a little tricky, and if you don't understand it now, that's okay. Hopefully it'll make more sense as we move through this. Okay, another way to look at this, the other thing you need to know is that subtraction means that you are moving to the left, okay? Which is part of why this one happened. So we're gonna again make a quick number line. And it doesn't really matter what numbers you have on here because I'm just going real fast. So let's do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, -3, -4. Okay. So when I subtract from something, so we could do an easy one and do 4 minus 2. I'm going to start here. 4 minus 2. I know I'm going to be moving to the left. 1, 2. And I'm going to end on +2. Okay. I could also have something where it's 0. So we could say 0 minus, let's do 3. So I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to move to the left 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I subtracted 3 there. So now I'm on -3. All right. So that's adding and subtracting integers. Sorry, I threw you off on this one, and I probably shouldn't have shown it to you because it might be confusing you right now. But you're going to go in and do some practice problems. As you're answering those, if you have questions on what you're seeing, don't be afraid to pop into my office hours or Google Hangouts. And if you need to, pull out your number line. That's why you have it. This is your resource to practice on this. And if you need to make a longer one, you always can on a different piece of paper, okay? So use those resources to practice. And then just big things you need to remember. If I'm adding something, I'm moving to the right on the number line. And if I'm subtracting, I'm moving to the left. Okay, so I'm just going to add quickly some arrows on here so I can remember, oh, I was moving these directions. Okay, all right. So go do some practice problems and then make sure you do your exit ticket on our Google Forms for today. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.